Your every thought produces a biochemical reaction in the brain. The brain then releases chemical signals that are transmitted to the body, where they act as the messengers of the thought. The thoughts that produce the chemicals in the brain allow your body to feel exactly the way you were just thinking. So every thought produces a chemical that is matched by a feeling in your body. Essentially, when you think happy, inspiring, or positive thoughts, your brain manufactures chemicals that make you feel joyful, inspired, or uplifted. For example, when you anticipate an experience that is pleasurable, the brain immediately makes a chemical neurotransmitter called dopamine, which turns the brain and body on in anticipation of that experience and causes you to begin to feel excited. If you have hateful, angry, or self-deprecating thoughts, the brain also produces chemicals called neuropeptides that the body responds to in a comparable way. You feel hateful, angry, or unworthy. You see, your thoughts immediately do become matter. When the body responds to a thought by having a feeling, this initiates a response in the brain. The brain, which constantly monitors and evaluates the status of the body, notices that the body is feeling a certain way. In response to that bodily feeling, the brain generates thoughts that produce corresponding chemical messengers. You begin to think the way you are feeling. Thinking creates feeling, and then feeling creates thinking in a continuous cycle. But this loop eventually creates a particular state in the body that determines the general nature of how we feel and behave. We will call this a state of being. For example, suppose a person lives much of her life in a repeating cycle of thoughts and feelings related to insecurity. The moment she has a thought about not being good enough or smart enough or enough of anything, her brain releases chemicals that produce a feeling of insecurity. Now she's feeling the way she was just thinking. Once she's feeling insecure, she then will begin to think the way she was just feeling. In other words, her body is now causing her to think. This thought leads to more feelings of insecurity. And so the cycle perpetuates itself. If this person's thoughts and feelings continue year after year to generate the same biological feedback loop between her brain and her body, she will exist in a state of being that is called insecure. The more we think the same thoughts, which then produce the same chemicals, which cause the body to have the same feelings, the more we physically become modified by our thoughts. In this way, depending on what we are thinking and feeling, we create our state of being.
The hardest part about change is not making the same choice as you did the day before. And the moment you decide to make a different choice, get ready. Because you're going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel unfamiliar. There's going to be some uncertainty. You're not going to be in the known. You're stepping out into the unknown. You're doing something differently. And the body, which has been conditioned to be the mind, the servant is now the master. So the body loves the familiar known. It loves the same suffering. It loves the same pain. It loves the same unworthiness. It's been conditioned that way for years on end. It really is running the show. So the moment you step out into the unknown, the body goes, wait a second, I'd rather feel guilty than this feeling of the unknown because I can't predict my future. So the body starts influencing the mind, and then we start to hear this chatter in our head that says, well, I can start tomorrow. Tomorrow's a better day. You really don't feel like it today. Why don't you just have one piece of cake? You're a loser. It's your parents' fault. It's your ex's fault. It's your culture's fault, whatever it is. And if we accept, believe, and surrender to that thought as if it's the truth, that's an old circuit in the brain. That thought will lead to the same choice, which will lead to the same behavior, which will create the same experience, which will produce the same feeling or emotion. The person says, well, this feels right to me. No. That feels familiar. Crossing the river of change, going from the old self to the new self, there is a neurological, a biological, a hormonal, a genetic death of the old self.
Manifestation is the art of bringing your desires into reality through focused intention and visualization. This short technique, called the mirror reflection manifestation, harnesses the power of self-reflection and visualization to help you manifest your goals. Find a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Sit or stand in front of a mirror. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself and clear your mind. Look into your own eyes in the mirror. Feel a connection with yourself, acknowledging your inner desires and aspirations. Visualize your goal as if it has already been achieved. Imagine yourself living the reality of your dreams. Feel the emotions associated with achieving your goal: joy, gratitude, fulfillment. As you continue to hold this image in your mind, repeat affirmations aloud or silently. Affirmations should be positive statements that reinforce the belief that your goal is attainable. For example, I am worthy of achieving my dreams. I am capable of success. I attract abundance into my life. Focus on embodying the emotions of success and accomplishment. Imagine these feelings radiating from within you and reflected back to you in the mirror. Spend a few moments basking in the energy of your manifested reality, allowing yourself to fully experience the joy and satisfaction of achieving your goal. Express gratitude for the manifestation process and for the opportunities that lie ahead. Thank yourself, the universe, or any higher power you believe in for supporting you on your journey. Close the session with a final deep breath, releasing any lingering tension or doubt. Trust that the seeds of manifestation have been planted and will soon come to fruition. Whenever doubt or uncertainty arises, return to this practice to reaffirm your intentions and realign with your desired reality. The mirror reflection manifestation technique is a simple yet powerful method for manifesting your goals. By combining self-reflection, visualization, and positive affirmations, you can tap into your inner power and create the life you desire. Remember to approach the process with an open heart and unwavering belief in your ability to manifest your dreams.